3.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Alright, peeps, welcome back to Build and Rebuilding. Alright, today the task here we have is this bumper. Alright, so as you can see, it's just coming from the body shop, where a matter of fact I was traveling on the toll at some crazy speed, and the result of not having a properly strapped bumper to the car is this. So if you ever take your car to do a repair at a body shop where your bumper had to be taken off, ensure that all the clips are in place, or else this would be your result. So I was traveling on the toll and the bumper just decided to take a flight off the vehicle. So I am now tasked to prepare it for color. So I am going to get right to it. First, I want to remove these lights, as I don't want any sandpaper marks nor anything to spray what I don't need spray on. So this rubber will be removed, or placed here. Ooh. Alright. So this clip is giving me a little bit of fight. I'm going to take this out also because I don't want to mess it up. There. Remove this, put that right there, and these are some 8. So disconnect light. Alright, so one light successfully on. Alright, second light out. So as you can see, the lining of the bumper is not so straight. So I'm going to have to straighten these, rub down these and smooth them out. And at the end I'll ensure that it is primed. As also these. So I'm going to have to use some body filler and get it up and running. So first thing I'll do, I'll get my sandpaper and my rubbing block. And this one is I'm going to start from 80 grade. I like to use red line because it's a little bit stronger and lasts longer. So put it like this, and then, and remember, always sand how the panel is shaped. So if the panel is shaped that way, you rub it this way. Alright, so just to smooth it out. When you're rubbing the surface, always rub and feel. Alright, I like to use this filler over the rough work that I was given. It's kind of more refined and more smoother. It's a better class of filler than this one. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cover this one again with a thin layer and then rub it off. This is my Euro Gold filler. I am going to add some hardener to it. You don't need a lot of hardener. You just need just that. And then you mix it up. We try to mix it as much as possible. it on this one here. It dries very fast, so what you should do is to ensure that it is applied. I'm not really worried about if it's going to be too high, because I can always use a cheese file and cut it off. But I'm trying to keep it thin as possible. There we go. These parts, I like to use the finger to get in small areas. Alright, so I'm still using the 80 grade just to get off these edges and all of that, after which I will be getting off these and kind of smooth it out. So after this I will be using the 180 grade to give me a smoother surface finish. This is the 180 grade. So I'm just folding it to cut it so it can fit the block. Alright, so these are the sun scratches and the damage that was done to the bumper that we're hiding. These and these little scratches in the bumper. So as you can see, it's almost perfect looking. So I'll just continue up to get out these little areas, and like this little area right here, and around the edges. In order to get the edges, we'll take the sandpaper off and rub it lightly. So as you can see, what was here is now gone. See, it's smooth. These edges are critical in the finishing. These edges and in these areas. So in order to get in the edges and these areas, you have to fold the paper, put it that way, and rub. Like I said, when you rub, you feel also to find out if you're going too deep or you still have some rough edges. This is the 2-pack primer. If you realize the top is kinda watery, means that you have to mix it to get the chemicals working together. You see? So I would have to just mix it to get all the chemicals working. After a while it will become thicker than you have seen before. So I have a little primer here, so I'm going to add some reducer, not a whole lot, but just a bit. Now I'm going to put some hardener. Some hardener in it. Don't need a lot also. Alright. A bit believe this can go around it too. Alright peeps, so we if you look, all those damages are now gone. This area is now perfected. The lines are now perfected. If you look on this side, none of those damages can be seen. None of those damages can be seen, which suggests to me that we are almost ready for color. So what we're going to do now is to allow this to sit and dry. When it is dry, you'll see, we'll take it, we'll rub it back down with some finer grade sandpapers, and then we will apply the color. So catch us tomorrow or next time for the finishing of this bumper.